Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pampered Chef Live. So good to see you all. This is our weekly live cooking demo, and I am Michael, your moderator for tonight. We're so happy that you are with us tonight. Where are you joining from? Let us know in the chat. If this is your first time here, we're so glad you're here. If you've been here many times, we're so glad you're here. While you're there, drop an emoji if your consultant invited you. Let us know how you're feeling tonight. We're just delighted. I hope you feel that. During the next 30 to 45 minutes or so, we'll be joining Shantae from her home kitchen as she teaches us how to elevate at-home brunch with crowd-pleasing dishes at a fraction of the cost of eating out. After the demo, we'll be selecting 3 attendees for giveaways. And if you're watching on Facebook and you want to be eligible for this giveaway, be sure to register right now for the event through Zoom. And then we will pull from the Zoom registration for our winners. So look for that in the description on Facebook if you're not registered on Zoom already. We will also have some question and answer time with Shantae about the recipe and the products she used, and a few questions about her experience as a consultant after the demo. If you have a question you'd like us or Shantae to answer, drop it in the Q&A feature here in Zoom. That's different from your chat feed. Our staff will be responding to as many questions as we can, and we'll save some questions for Shantae to answer at the end. So we'll do our best to answer as many as we can, depending on the amount of time that we have left. A couple other housekeeping notes besides the Q&A, besides the giveaways, a few other things that are important for you to know. There's going to be a recipe handout that comes to your email roughly an hour or so after the event. So don't worry about taking super detailed notes. We just want you to sit back and enjoy tonight, and then you'll have the recipe that you can use in your own kitchen after that. So look for that in the email about an hour or so after the event, and you'll see the list of featured products in there as well. Second of all, please take the survey that comes after the event ends. We read all of the responses. We appreciate your feedback, and we'll select one more winner for a giveaway every week from the survey. So please fill that out at the end of the event as well. Lastly, Zoom chat. You love it, you hate it. There's usually no in between. If the chat is not your favorite thing, it's getting overwhelming on your device, I'm going to tell you how to mute it so that you can ignore it. If you are on a computer, click the little arrow next to the chat button at the bottom of your screen, and then click to stop showing chat preview. If you're on a phone, open the chat and tap the little bell icon, select mute. And you can also hide all the emoji reactions that pop up on the screen by selecting more with the 3 little dots and then selecting hide reactions. I hope that helps. I'm going to kick back and relax. I'm ready to see Shantae teach us some awesome things, and I think you all are too. So grab a beverage, relax, and let's get cooking. Take it away, Shantae.
Hi y'all, I'm so excited for you to join me tonight. We are going to be making some fun ham and cheese brunch squares, and we will also be making a fun charcuterie board. So I'm going to have a little bit of tips and tricks for you to help make those boards really nice. So let's get started. The first step I'm going to do is actually take our base out of the oven because I pre-started that so we can have a little bit of head start. So I've got my new Pampered Chef oven gloves. These are awesome, you guys. I know we have the silicone ones as well, but these, you have individual freedom for like all of your fingers. It's really great, really easy to grab stuff without getting those silicone mitts in your food. Sometimes that happens. So here is the first step, and I'm going to show you. This is our stone bar pan. And what I did was I took some of the hash brown, the little hash brown squares. I took about 10 of them and I put them in a bowl, and I used my mix and chop to kind of chop them up. They were already thawed. I had to let them thaw out a little bit. So they were nice and shredded, and I put them all over the top after spraying the bottom of it, of course. And then I sprinkled some cheese. And then you put this in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. So it gets the potatoes nice and crunchy, okay? So I'm gonna put that right here. Now, the next step is I've got my eggs already put into my glass batter bowl, and I put about 12 eggs actually, and I put some salt and pepper, I'll probably put a little bit more. These are our salt and pepper shakers. They are awesome. So much bigger in real life than I thought before I ordered them. And I also really like the 3 onion seasoning. What is y'all's favorite seasoning from Pampered Chef? I know we have so many. You can really use any kind of seasonings you want. It's just up to you, total preference. And then I'm gonna use my stainless steel whisk. If you don't have one of these, it is amazing, okay? If you have those other non-Pampered Chef whisks, we won't name them, but they are very like fragile and they bend anytime you try and make something or whisk it up, and this is just very, very sturdy. So I love this. Okay, next we are going to add in some cream cheese. Now I went ahead and mixed this up a little bit, and I'm going to plop it in there like so. Now the cream cheese is to help make your eggs a lot more fluffy. Now sometimes people will use water or you might use milk. Now depending on how you grew up, you might have people that argue. So my brother-in-law swears that his mama told him that you're supposed to use water. And for me, my daddy told me I'm supposed to use milk. So it's personal preference, but you can use cream cheese as well. And I'm gonna whisk this up just a little bit. I never used the cream cheese until I had to try and experiment with this recipe. And I actually found out that I really liked it because it kind of gives you a little pocket of cream cheese whenever you take a bite. It's really, really good. Oh, I see some milk. Oh, cottage cheese when you make this. Okay, I've never heard of cottage cheese, but that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of leave it in some little chunks, which might sound weird, but I like those little pockets, like I said, of cream cheese. So if you want, you can whisk it up a lot thinner, but that's just my personal preference. So I'm gonna leave that right there. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you our brand new foundations knife set, okay? Do you guys have a favorite knife? Because I think we all have a favorite knife, right? This set is really amazing, okay? It gives you 4 knives. And these are really like the foundational knives that you will use over and over and over again. So I have the other knife block set that you can put the steak knives in and things like that. But for this, these are really the 4 knives that I use the most. And you get a chef's knife. You get a bread knife. You also get the utility knife and the paring knife. We use these all the time. All of them come with their own individual covers for the blades, so if you don't want to put them in the block, you are more than welcome to just put the little cover on it. Now, let me show you a really amazing trick. Okay, are you ready? So, for those people who like to leave it out on their counter because they use it a lot, great, there you go. If you don't like clutter and you want to put this away, look at this. Boom, right? So this is really good for those people who like to have clean countertops. I totally get it. But if you want to keep it out, there you go. And these make really great gifts for people that are just getting married or engaged, maybe a graduation gift, things like that. But a little bit about our knives. They are super sharp, okay? They are forged with German heat-treated steel, so it makes it super sharp and very superior strength. And these are lifetime, you guys. Lifetime warranty. It is also full tang, so that means that the blade is going to go from the tip all the way through the handle, all the way to the back. And these are really nice gray ergonomic handles. It fits really nicely in your hand. It's just very comfortable to use. It's not awkward or anything. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to chop up or slice up some onion. Now, I am not normally an onion kind of person, but the recipe calls for it and it gives it flavor. So I try and sneak it in to my food because my kids aren't big fans of it. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna separate the whites, which is the bottom part of this green onion. Are you guys onion fans? Anybody? If I cannot have onion, I'm going to. But it really doesn't taste bad in here. Okay. And then I'm also going to do the greens. I always throw away the tops, but let me do that. So this knife literally just cuts right through it. It is so easy to use, so easy. And I'm like barely applying any pressure whatsoever. Okay, so my kids don't like this, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of it and I'm gonna put it to the side because we're only gonna put it on half. Now, what is y'all's favorite thing to cook for brunch? I'm curious. Throw that in the comments. I used to love when my grandma would make, she called it monkey bread, and it's pretty much like cinnamon rolls, but they're like made into balls, and it's like a big mound. Really good. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my spritzer. This is some oil. I use regular olive oil. And it's really good for spraying your pans and things like that. It's better than using the spray pan stuff. Who has one of these? If not, why? You need it, okay? I'm gonna turn this on. We're gonna put it on like a low medium heat. And I'm gonna put some of the white onion in here. All right. Y'all, I never used to cook. My family used to make fun of me because I could barely boil water. And Pampered Chef has taught me how to cook. It is awesome because when you have all these great gadgets, it makes it so much easier to cook. Okay, I've got some pre-chopped up ham and I'm gonna put that into my egg mixture. And you can use anything that you want. You can use ground sausage, you can use chopped up pieces of bacon, anything that your heart desires. I did this with some sausage and it's really, really good. But I'm gonna show you what I did with the ham. I used my food chopper, which is amazing. And it's like a huge staple. I use it for everything. Okay. So I just cut them into some little pieces, and I'm gonna get the food chopper, and I'm going to chop this up just so you can see how it works. I like to use this for like bell pepper or onion because I hate onion. Quick chop, boom. There you go, nice and easy. Okay, so that. Okay, and we are going to stir this a little bit. We just want to get this cooking. Oh, and I need to let me get some more ham really quick. I'll put a little bit of this ham in here. One more piece. Okay. I'm gonna put some of it in the pan because I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to do that. But it's okay, it's already cooked ham. And I put it all in the egg mixture. Pampered, not perfect, okay? So, we're gonna throw that in here really quick. How many of y'all have those like Pinterest fails? I do that frequently. Sometimes I just skip directions and I forget what I'm doing, but that's okay. So you're just gonna let this sit in your pan and just kind of saute it a little bit for like a minute or two. It just gives it some extra flavor. All right. And then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put this whole egg mixture on top of the hash browns. Now this makes really good grab and go snacks or breakfast. I use it a lot in my classroom because the last time I made this, I had so much left over. So I made the little squares and I put them in bags and I froze them. So it's really easy to just grab it and go. And then when I get to work in the mornings, I put it in the air fryer because we have an air fryer in the teacher's lounge, and instant breakfast. So it's really great for like portion control or just having extra breakfast on hand whenever you're on the go. It works out really nicely. So as I said, I'm a teacher, and Pampered Chef has been amazing because it has allowed me the ability to bring in some extra income for my family while teaching still, and then I don't have to miss any of my kids' games, their practices, anything like that going on that's extra. I thought I was just going to make a little bit of money to pay off some credit card debt and, you know, just have extra money to play with, but you know, it turned into so much more. So 5 years later, here I am, a director, and I love Pampered Chef, you guys. It is amazing. It has given me so much. It has given me more than just income, confidence. I would have never thought in a million years that I would be doing a live video for Pampered Chef on Zoom. Absolutely not. Like, furthest thing from my mind ever. But along with confidence and income, I mean, you meet so many great people. I have some amazing people in my organization, and they have become my lifelong besties. So I'm going to put this on top. Let's see if you can see this. All right, so we are just going to drizzle it all over. There we go. Okay. All right. Now let me use this. Actually, I'm gonna get a new one. This looks good. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of spread it all over, smooth it out, make sure I got all the pieces of the hash brown covered. And you can see, I'll show you in just a second, but you can see some of the chunks of the cream cheese. And again, that's okay. But I'm gonna put this back in the oven now. We're gonna go back in for about 8 to 10 minutes. And I'm gonna show you a little close up really quick. All right, so this is what it looks like. Yay, okay. It's going to be so delicious, y'all. Okay. So, set a timer. It says 8 to 10 minutes, so we'll go 9 minutes. There we go. That sounds good. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'm going to show you our next thing, which is the charcuterie board. So this is our new chilled serving tray. All right, look how fun this is. Okay, maybe I'll show you a little bit closer. Okay, so while your family and friends are waiting for breakfast or your brunch for Sunday's, you know, seasonal gathering, they can, you know, snack on some of these fruits. I put some cheeses and I have a little pepperoni rose. I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a second. But I'm a snacker, so this is like right up my alley. I love making these. Now, the chilled serving tray is really special because it's much different than any other charcuterie board. The top has this really nice marble, let's see. I wonder if you can see. Let me take this off so it doesn't fall. But it's got this marble pattern. Oh, there goes my blueberries. Okay. Bad idea. But you can see the gray marble on here, and you can use this as a, you know, cake tray or something like that. If you wanted to, it can stand alone. But the bottom, right here, you put ice in the bottom. So it helps because you can use it and not have to babysit your appetizers. How many times have you felt stuck running back and forth from the fridge to the your appetizers to make sure that they're staying cold and swapping fruits and different things like that out? This is gonna make sure that your food stays cold, and it's gonna be your new party at BFF. So No more sad and soggy mess. You're going to have fresh fruit, and this is gonna stay cool for hours, you guys. This stainless steel base is gonna hold your ice for a couple of hours. The top is dishwasher safe. The bottom is not, but that's okay. You're just putting ice in there anyway, so all you gotta do is wipe it out. No big deal. But I'm gonna show you how to make these fun little, let's see, these fun little stars. Okay, can you see my kiwi? Look at that, okay? Now, have you ever tried to cut your fruit like this? Because I did, and it was not easy. It's very hard, and it came out looking awful. So we are going to use our food decorative food cutter, sorry. Okay, this is a new spring product as well, and it is really, really cool. It helps you to make these shapes on your fruits. I'm curious, are you guys like big charcuterie people? Do you like the savory? Do you like the sweet? Good combo of it. But here is the decorative food cutter, and when you twist it, these little knives inside are going to make that star shape. And then right back here, this little green piece you can use to change the height of the fruit that you're gonna cut. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to get my strawberry, and I'm gonna use my paring knife for this. And I'm gonna cut the stem off and throw that. And then I'm also gonna cut the bottom so that way it's flat, okay? All right, then I'm going to open this up. I'm gonna stick the strawberry right in there, okay? I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna hold the base. Make sure you hold the base, and then you're gonna turn the top clockwise. It's gonna stop, and then you turn it right back. And then this is like a little food pusher. So it'll go underneath, and it will help to push the food up like that, so you can grab it. Look how easy that is. So easy. It's gonna make doing this so much quicker. You don't have to sit there with a tiny paring knife and like cut all the different zigzags. That takes a lot of time. Okay, so we can do that with the kiwi as well. And the kiwi I was actually able to do in threes. So I'm gonna drop this in here. I'm gonna do a quick turn, push it out. All right, so there's one little piece. And then this is really like tall still, so I'm gonna drop it in, and I'm gonna do it again. Yep, there we go. Oh, I gotta turn it first, okay. All right, pop it out. There we go, some more kiwi. It's super fun. With the strawberries, sometimes I like to get some whipped cream, and I'll put a little whipped cream on the top of these, and it looks really nice on your charcuterie board. So, okay, the next thing is the pepperoni. So I'm gonna show you really quick how to make one of those. You can use a champagne flute if you want, or a little shot glass. I found these at Walmart. They were like $1. No, I think this is a dollar store. Found them for $1. Super easy to use. Has anybody ever made a rose before? Okay. I learned this, and it's just so much fun. It like adds some pizzazz to your board. So now you're gonna learn how to make a rose. Okay, you're gonna get the pepperoni, and you wanna fold it like in half all the way around the rim of your little shot glass. So I'm gonna take a couple of these, and you wanna overlap it just a little bit. So we're gonna overlap, and when I do this, I wanna push down, so that way it kind of holds its shape. You really wanna like squeeze both sides of it so it'll hold its shape. I love pepperonis. It's my favorite pizza. Although I'm somebody that believes in pineapple on pizza too. So this charcuterie board could go on my pizza. Are you anti-pineapple? That's like a hot topic. I love pineapple on pizza. It belongs there. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Okay, so you're just gonna keep doing a couple of layers, and where two pepperonis kind of end, you want to put another one right here in the middle. So you just want to constantly overlap them, and you're gonna have a little bit of space in the middle. Yes, Team Pineapple, I love it. Okay. So you're gonna have some space in the middle, and what you're gonna do is you're going to twist up a couple of these. I'll probably put like 4. We'll try with 4 first. Okay, so I took 4 and I'm going to twist them, and then I'm gonna stick them in the middle. 4 is not enough. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple more. Let's see. Kind of want to make it thick. All right, so here we have it. And all you're going to do is you are going to flip it upside down, just like this. And you want to squeeze the sides, and I'm going to pull this up. And there we go. There's a rose. Now you can play with it a little bit for the center to make the center look a little bit better how you want. But yeah, that's it. Super quick, super easy. It's not as hard as it seems, but there you go. Okay, now I have a few minutes left. So while our food is cooking still, I want to show you the Deluxe coffee machine. This is going to be great for your brunches or just having any kind of friends or family over, because you can customize drinks for everybody that's here. Uncle Johnny wants a cup of black coffee, and Aunt Sally wants her latte. Oh, let me get that out the oven really quick. So everybody can have something. The kids can have hot chocolate. You can make some hot tea. There's an insert for everything. But let me grab this so it doesn't burn. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for just another 2 minutes. So, 2 more minutes, okay. And what we're gonna do is, the coffee machine. So, we're gonna turn this on. And we have 5 different inserts for this. We have a ground coffee insert, and it has a mesh stainless steel little insert, and it comes right out. And the great thing about this is that it's made for this machine. When I used to have another machine, I had to buy a different insert for this, and you always had coffee grounds in it no matter what happened, and it just was not fun. So these actually store on the side. You push this little button and these store right in here. So this is going to be for Nespresso. And I'm gonna put this back. We have an insert for K-cups, for ground coffee, a hot water insert, so you can use it for like your ramen noodles. You can use it for hot chocolate, and all that's gonna come through is just hot water, and that's it. So you don't have to worry about any kind of grounds and like cleaning it out and running hot water through it first before you can use it again. It's really, really nice. So this is the K-cup insert. And then I'm going to put my Nespresso insert in. We also have an insert for loose espresso if you want that. Now, what is your favorite coffee drink? Are you a black coffee kind of person, or are you bougie? Because I'm bougie. I need all the sweet. I need all the cold foam and the sugar and all of that in there. So I'm gonna push this in, and I'm gonna push this down. And then on the side, I can choose whether I want 2, 4, or 6 ounces. You can use this little button on the bottom to toggle if you want it, the different measurements of it, or this little plus button to make it stronger if you want. So I'm gonna move this because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make an iced coffee really quick with 4 ounces. But I'm gonna put this in here because I'm going to use a nice cold mug with ice in it. And I didn't want the hot coffee, the espresso, to melt the ice. So, I see a lot of iced coffee people. Yes, iced latte. That is my jam. Okay. So I'm going to come back over here and take this out. Ooh, it's nice and brown around the edges. And I can see some pockets of cream cheese. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to put my espresso in here. I'm going to put a couple pumps of brown sugar and my milk. I've got some oat milk that I like to use. Oop. Oop. Now, my friends make fun of me because I like my coffee with so much sugar and things like that that it looks white. So, there you go. That is my iced latte. But this is really great because it can give everybody the drinks that they want within a minute, okay? You can have one going and then the next person's coming up right after that. So, okay, the next thing that I'm going to do really quick is I'm just gonna get my trivets out. And I'm gonna bring this closer so we can see. I'm gonna put some tomato on top. I don't like hot tomato. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprinkle some tomato on top. Again, just on half because my kids are like that. Do you guys have picky eaters? Because mine are super picky. And you know what? It's okay because we have a way to make it work for everybody. And then I'm gonna get some green onion and just put it on this half. So this is going to be the half for my husband and myself and not for the children. Okay, so let me get my silicone spatula, mini spatula. This is great for the brownie pan too. If you guys have a brownie pan, it fits perfectly in those little wells. And we're gonna go ahead and just cut down into this. This green onion makes it smell so good too. And I don't even like onion, crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a couple pieces. And then it's just gonna pop right out of our pan because stoneware is amazing. And it's a natural material, so it allows you to cook things without worrying about the grease and the oils, and it just really makes your pans actually better when you cook with them. The longer you have them and cook with them, all those oils will seep into it, and it makes it better. More non-stick, and it's the foundation of Pampered Chef. Doris started with a stone, and here we are today, 45 years later. But here is the finished product. Can y'all see that? Layers of goodness, and it was so quick, you guys, so easy. And I can cut this and I will have little squares for weeks, okay? Very easy to grab and go. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Am I missing anything, Mike?
Hello again. First of all, you fit so many awesome things in here. Thank you for would you be willing to show that picture real quick?
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. So sorry. Thank you for
You're
reminding me.
fine.
Okay. So the fresh fruit is going to be extremely helpful with our quick stir pitcher. And this is a staple in my house because, let me show you. I use this all the time. All day, every day. This does not leave my refrigerator unless it's empty and I have to wash it and refill it. But this is on sale, both of these. We have this one, which is the family size. It is 4 quarts. And then we have the regular, which is 2 quarts. And I love using this. This saves me so much money because my kids love juice and I love juice. I hate water. I think I'm allergic to water. I really do. I don't drink my water unless it is in some form of this. I use Crystal Light packets or the Walmart brand, whatever. Just getting those little boxes that have the little individual tubes, and you pour it in here with water, and I think I don't know, it might cost like $3. And it makes so much juice, and it's like sugar-free and all that, so it's much better than buying a big container of apple juice for like $7 or whatever crazy price it is. But you put the water in, you pour the powder, and then it has this built-in plunger. So all you have to do, give it a quick plunge, and it's ready to go. Same thing for our sweet tea. I use it for sweet tea, but you can also use it for other things like infused water. You can throw in some kiwi. Actually, let me take this out. Put it on the counter really quick. So I'm gonna throw in some kiwi, just like that. I'm gonna throw in some of these strawberries. There we go. Woo! And we're gonna have some infused water. You wanna make sure to put your fruit in the bottom, because that way the plunger will be on top of it. So that way when you pour out of the pour spout right here, and you're pouring, the fruit is not gonna get jammed in this top part. So you can use this for margaritas, sangria, whatever your heart desires. But look at that, you guys. It's so easy. You don't have to get a bunch of spatulas or, whisks and try and whisk it around. It's really, really great. Now, speaking of on sale, we also have, since I showed you our chilled charcuterie board, we have the regular charcuterie board. Well, not regular, but this beautiful charcuterie board, which is also on sale this month. And we also have the little attachments, not attachments, but the little tools that come with it. And they come in this cute little bag, and it comes with all the essentials that you would need, as well as these cute little signs. You can make signs. They're like dry erase boards. And so you can constantly reuse these if you want to put it in like blueberry cheese or Gouda cheese or, whatever it is. So these can be customized for you. And then I'm going to show you our double-sided charcuterie board right here that comes with this double well right here. And you can put it on any side, any one of these wells, or you can turn it over and use it flat. So then you can have this on the side if you wanted to. But it's great, super versatile, and it also comes with these little bowls and spoons. I forgot. So the bowls and spoons come with the other little set of tools, and it's really, really great for parties and just being like the ultimate party planner. You look like you have it together, even if you don't. So that's okay. We fake it till we make it. Oh, and I forgot to put the rest of my cheese on top, but I'm gonna sprinkle some more cheese on top, because who doesn't love cheese, all right? If you don't love cheese, I'm so sorry, but it's amazing. So, all right, I think that's it now.
Yes, that was awesome. And you are absolutely a person who has it together. So thank you.
I don't know about that, but hey, we're trying, and it is what it is.
Well, you are showing us what it really looks like to be in the kitchen. You can
Yeah.
have it together and you can make mistakes. It's all part of the process. So
Absolutely. It's part of the process. Nobody cares if the cheese is on top or on the inside, but I do have cheese on the inside too. You can never have enough cheese.
cheese
And
tastes good in most places. Yes.
blueberries falling off, but you know what? That's okay.
Yes. So thank you, Shantae. Thank you. It's clear that you are a teacher because your communication skills, your presentation skills, awesome. Thank you for sharing all that with us. We're
Well,
going to bring you back on in just a couple minutes for just some Q&A before we close. But before we do that, I want to do our giveaway, because tonight we are giving away the decorative food cutter, which you showed us in the cool, and thank you for showing us the detail. So we're going to give away 3 of those decorative food cutters tonight. So let's see who our winners are gonna be. And I gotta share my screen real quick, and then we'll put this on and see who our lucky winners are tonight. So, if your name is, why isn't this showing up? Here we go. If your name is Marcy Carlton, Joseph Probst, or Nicole Walker, congratulations. You are our lucky winners tonight. I'm not sure if that's showing up right. Is it showing up right? There we go. Marcy Carlton, Joseph Probst, and Nicole Walker. Congratulations to the three of you. I will be in touch to get your shipping information after this so that we can send you a decorative food cutter. And you can make some beautiful things as well. It's also a lot of fun with kids because kids are more likely to eat food in funny shapes. It's fact. It's science. You can prove it. So congratulations there. And actually, I stopped sharing my screen too soon because I have a few more things to show you. So let me put that back on the screen real quick. I just want to tell you very briefly about our sale that we have going on right now. Where is my screen? Here we go. Forgive me for the technical difficulties, y'all. So we have our entertaining essentials sale, and Shantae highlighted some of the things that are included in this sale: the charcuterie board, the accessories that go with it, the pictures. This is an awesome opportunity to get set up for spring celebrations, summer celebrations, and beyond. So this sale is for the rest of April. Talk to your consultant to learn more about any of these products. And one other thing I want to talk to you about is we looked at the coffee machine today. Such an awesome thing if you've got different coffee people, on the menu or just for yourself. If you want a chance to get the coffee machine or one of our other electric appliances for up to 60, not up to, for 60% off, you can host a party in April, and with qualifying party sales, you can get one of these appliances for 60% off. And that includes our new Deluxe air fryer and oven as well. So talk to your consultant to learn how that works, about how you can get it set up to host a party in April to take an opportunity to get one of these things at a major discount. All right, so we're going to do just a couple questions before we go. So let me see what people are curious about. Okay, so first question, the batter bowl you showed, I know we've got a couple different sizes of batter bowls. Which one was that one that you were using?
This is the classic batter bowl. It holds 4 cups, and so it has the measurements and stuff on the side. It says 4 cups or 32 ounces. So the measurements are really nice to have on the side of this, and it's got a great handle and a lid too. So you
Great.
can keep it stored in the refrigerator if you have extra batter, but it makes it really nice, this pour spout for like pancakes and stuff too.
Love it. In that decorative food cutter,
Yeah.
does the average strawberry and kiwi fit, or can you only put the smaller ones in there?
No, they definitely do. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but like these are like
That's a Whopper.
they're really big strawberries. Like it's
Yep.
almost like the size of my palm. And these fit in there. Now you might have to, cut it a little bit if you want to. But for the most part, they all fit. And then, like I said, like the kiwis, they're so long in like stature that I did it 3 times just to make the little thing. But you can use this to make it for like shorter things. You can also do grapes. Even though a grape is too small for this, if you kind of start it like this, and then you go ahead and put the grape in right here. Let me see.
Oh, this is next
So
level.
I'm gonna put the grape in right there. Okay, so now it's kind of squeezing it, holding it in place, and then I
Wow.
twist it, and now it's gonna fall through the bottom, but your little grapes.
Look at that.
You
That's
can do it with
awesome.
like deviled eggs too. You'll be so fancy with some deviled eggs on, your little board or whatever, and then you can pipe in that, egg filling. But those are really cute to do as well.
And I know if I gave those to my kids, they would never actually eat them because all they would want to do is just be putting them back together. They would
Yeah,
just be playing the whole time.
yeah, yeah. The geometric shapes they fit really nice like a puzzle.
Yes. What's it like to clean the decorative food cutter?
It's really easy. You pop it in the dishwasher. You want to kind of turn it a little bit so that way the blades are kind of out, and then it like kind of gets all in there. But you can also use the dual-sided cleaning brush.
Ooh, very nice.
I love this thing. It gets inside all the nooks and crannies of things. It's got this pointed edge and then this kind of toothbrush looking thing. But it's really easy to kind of get in there. But the foods that you're using are more like solid, like cucumbers or strawberries, things like that. If you rinse it right when you're done, it's really not a big deal, but you want to just put it on the top of your dishwasher.
Okay, great. And that's the segue to one more question I had on the decorative food cutter was
Okay.
somebody wanted to know, can you use it to cut cheese? And I don't mean cut the cheese. uh, but
Yes, you can use it to cut cheese as well. It definitely works. The blades are actually pretty sturdy, like they're very solid. It'll definitely go through cheese. It goes through like little baby potatoes. Those are great too if you want to put
mm,
a little potato in there, and then you kind of do it like open face and sprinkle some seasoning on it and pop it in the oven or the air fryer, and it's going to crisp up those edges really nice. That's really good. So.
very cool. All right, we're almost done here. I just want to ask you one other question. So, what is your favorite Pampered Chef product? Whether you've earned it or whatever, like what is of the products that you use, what are you using most often in your kitchen on your for your personal cooking?
Oh my gosh, just one? Okay. Um, the most I really use, I literally use this quick stir pitcher every day. My family goes through this entire thing in a day. So I probably use that the most, and then I would say my air fryer and my can opener. I can't choose just one. My
Yeah,
can opener, that's a go-to as well. I don't,
love it.
yeah,
Love
I'm
it.
gonna say those three.
Very cool. And thank you. And I said last question, but one other thing I was just curious about is, you talked about being a teacher and how does the flexibility of being a consultant work with being a teacher and with being a mom? Like, how does all that fit together in your life?
Perfectly. Well, I say perfectly, loosely. So the great thing about Pampered Chef is it just really comes along anything that you're doing in life. So I can work a full-time job. I have kids that are in every single sport. I'm not exaggerating, literally every single sport imaginable. And it works really great because I can preset my posts for my parties ahead of time. I'll do those at night. I work my Pampered Chef business usually at night once my kids are in bed, and I'll set my post to post on my parties for the very next day. So while I'm teaching and working full time, I have things that are automated and they're automatically posting for me. And then I'll check it when I'm, at practice or, something like that while my kids are practicing. And I can very easily check things on my phone, comment back to people or whatever. And then, just being a busy mom on the go all the time, having to make snacks and quick dinners or quick breakfasts and stuff like that, Pampered Chef just has all the tools that make it super easy and convenient to do that. And since I'm already cooking and making the snacks anyway, I just put my phone up and I video it and make little pictures and reels and stuff like that. I'm going to be cooking anyway, so I may as well post it and help share it with the world.
Love it.
Too great to not share. So it can come alongside any job, no matter how busy you are. I promise, if you can find like an hour a day to work your business, even if it's like 15 minutes here or there, just come up with a plan, and it's great. I love it. It's amazing.
Very cool. Thank you again, Shantae, and thank you for sharing all this with us. And thank all of you for joining us tonight. If you want to learn more about becoming a consultant yourself and some of the things that Shantae is talking about, if you want to see what that flexibility looks like for you and earn some income and awesome products on the side, talk to your consultant or visit the Be a Consultant page on our website. And we hope you'll join us same time next week. We do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And next week we'll be with Christina, who's going to teach us delicious meals for a crowd or every day. And these are going to be meals that won't break the bank, help you save some money. So we'll have another giveaway as well. Look at some more new spring products in action. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please register, join us next week. And we just thank you again for joining us tonight. So thanks, Shantae, and thanks everybody. We'll catch you next time. Bye, friends.
Bye.